Last year, COVID-19 caused a huge drop in public service and transport usage across the United States, pretty much in a very short time frame. And what I have here is a graph showing how the demand actually was affected by COVID-19 becoming more and more widespread and lockdowns being put into place last year. Unfortunately, this actually caused a huge drop in demand for these services, and yet they were still running mostly empty. So what we wanted to do is use Chainlink to actually create a dynamic fare system for public transit and services. Right now, I could go buy a bus pass, and it would always cost $2.50. But you don't necessarily want to have big chunks of the day where transport is open, where you could potentially fill out those seats at a discounted rate because the demand isn't high. For example, they run this at ski resorts, and if there's a big event that causes a drop in attendance, they would still want to invite attendees, so they would actually drop the cost of a given pass. So what we did is we actually pulled all the Amtrak stations across the US, and I'm just going to go ahead and pull a couple here. And the user can actually create their own route based on a series of locations. I could also reset my route. And let's go ahead and just pick a couple random ones here. So let's say I wanted to go from Missouri to New York. What I would do is I could request a ticket price or a ticket estimate. And this is actually connected to the COVID test network. And what we have is a smart contract that queries GeoDB to get the actual live or historic number of folks over the last 2 months at each different location. And based on that, we are generating a custom estimate for what the fare should be based on that particular transaction. So you can see the transaction confirmed. I can check the price, and based on that trip, a pass for the next month would cost 0.068 Ethereum. So I can go ahead and complete purchase. You can see those fares line up. I'm just going to go ahead and confirm my pass. And just wait a couple seconds here. And so what this will do is it will actually generate a receipt that proves my purchase at this given time for this given route between these two destinations. And so once that completes, you can actually view that transaction on Etherscan, and we generate this receipt that you can print out and bring with you to the actual station, and it proves fare payment. That transaction is also linked right here, and this app is live and connected to a smart contract deployed on Chainlink, which is using GeoDB and as well as the Matic, Plasm, and Mumbai test networks. All the code is open source. And so TransportChain is really a prototype showing how dynamic pricing could be used to improve and optimize government transport services year-round, regardless of potential drops in attendance. And so the technologies, we're going after the government tech prize and the social impact. We deployed the app on the Matic and Plasm networks, and what you saw just there was the Ethereum COVID network contract. You can interact with it now. It's live at a URL. I encourage you to check it out, and thanks for your time.